Hey, yo, what's goody?
How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. So, I left my email in the description box below. So, if you guys want to send me any of your stories at storiesfromthepastchannel@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy, with your consent, of course, to tell your story on this podcast. So, with that being said, let's just get right into it. A guy asked me out today, and I told him no, but I wanted him to try harder. Why didn't he try again? Okay, so, things are a little different now on playing the man and woman dating game, right? Thankfully, because as far as going out, men are not really that good at asking women out, right? Because most of the time it ends up in women just like brushing them off and then later on talking to them. So I don't know why women play these games, but in regards to your question, a guy asked me out today and I told him no, but I wanted him to try harder. Why didn't he try again? Right? Because you told him no. It's simple. And that response, it could be because of a few reasons, right? One, you said no, and he is respecting your wishes, right? He's respecting your wishes. You said no. So what more do you want, right? What more do you want him to do? You're making it impossible for him to understand that you actually want him. If you want him, you should have said yes, but you said no. So he's doing what you told him to do. Why are you getting upset that he's doing what you told him to do? Right? That's something that you have to look within yourself. Is why am I not saying what I actually mean? Why am I saying the opposite of what I mean and expecting him to understand that I mean the opposite of what I'm saying? That's no way to live. No one is in your brain. No one knows exactly what you're thinking at every moment, unless you tell them. But in this case, you didn't say what you actually wanted. You said the opposite, which happens a lot with females. And me being a female, I can say that happens. Women sometimes say things that they don't mean, right? They mean the opposite of. So that could be one reason. Another reason, maybe that no that you told him, right? And maybe it devastated him and now he's embarrassed, right? He doesn't want to try anymore after you just blew him off. Why would he want to continue? There's other people around that he could probably talk to instead of trying to talk to someone who doesn't want to talk to him. That's not fair to anyone. If you're telling someone no from the beginning and you are wondering why they're not talking to you anymore, look in the mirror, right? You probably embarrassed this person. Who knows if there were other people around and how they feel about how other people view him. There's a lot of things to take into consideration in this scenario, right? It's not all about you. And that's something that a lot of women have to understand as they get older. The world does not revolve around you. The world revolves around itself, right? We are just a part of it. So let's not think that everything that goes on is because of us, or it's affecting us, or it's doing it because of us, right? No, other people have their own lives, other people have their own values, other people have their own feelings. So take those into consideration when speaking your truth. So situation number 3, right? It could be because of this reason. It could be to avoid a potential sexual harassment situation, right? Some men are afraid to even offer a well-meaning compliment because they have heard the horror stories of guys being accused, even losing jobs, just for saying something nice to a woman, right? The days of playing hard to get is over. Those days are over, especially with all of these sexual harassment allegations going on with people. And now people are just hurling that word left and right. If you're interested in someone and they ask you out, don't play the game. Please don't play the game. In fact, you could even apologize to him, saying that it took you off guard, and ask if that invitation is still open. Right? And don't be upset if it's not open because you lost your chance. You will not burst into a ball of flames or be branded a slut if you're interested in a man. Right? Women asking men out, it happens a lot more frequently lately, especially today. It happens a lot more today because I'm getting the feeling that men are becoming a little more hesitant on asking females out because of these whole sexual allegations that are happening around the world, especially with famous people and few people in power and all of these people coming forth and the Me Too movement and all these things. You think that men want to keep trying after you say no? No, men are starting to understand that no means no. Isn't that what women have been fighting for? Women have been fighting for the right to their bodies, right? So why would you want someone else to disrespect your words for your privacy, right? For your privacy, for your body. If you're telling someone no when you're building this barrier, this boundary, why would you want someone to break that? To me, that sounds like a form of mental illness. So unless you've known this guy for a while, or you have friends, mutual friends and stuff, and people that can say that he's a nice guy, take precautions for those first few dates, right? Don't tell him where you live and have him pick you up. Just meet in public places, like for coffee or a cheap sandwich. So if things don't go the way you expect them to be, you can exit on your own. And if he doesn't bring, anything that you wanted, then you're free to leave. That's the adult thing to do, right? You don't just say no and then expect them to try again. That sounds really immature and annoying. And why would you want someone to come into your space after you just told them to leave? It doesn't make any sense. So the whole point of this podcast is say what you mean, please. If you're telling someone no, they're going to respect that. And don't ask why. They're respecting you. It doesn't make any sense. If you actually want them to talk to you, then say that. We are living in an age where times are different. Women are asking men out now. And the days of playing hard to get, they're over. So unless you start doing it now, it's going to be a little too late in the future. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll see you guys on the next one. And don't forget to share your stories at storiesfromthepastchannel@gmail.com. Peace.